Welcome back to Greedfall 2. Oh, Greedfall the Dying World, I should say. In the last episode, we made it to the continent. We were prisoners. We escaped from the Bridge Alliance's cells thanks to, not Ludwig, thanks to, whatever the hell her name is right here. She's, Elvita. And Ludwig was also thanks to that, but we also had our, Sybil, who is part of some other group. She helped us as well, but she is... not with us at the moment. As we met up with Ludwig. Ludwig got us out of there, brought us to other natives. We found other natives, and they were also captured and brought to the continent. And one of them tried to bond with the island, which didn't work too well. So unfortunately, she became a giant, grotesque monster. And now we escaped that island, and we're here at the home of the Knots. So let us continue on our way and loot everything that we can. Because I love stealing all these items that people have for me. Kind of interested to kind of explore around the island, though. There's a lot here. Holy. Wow. This is a lot of area to explore. Oh, sorry. I'll leave. Oh. I'm happy it tells me right before I really get into the deep area. Foreigners' quarters. Oh, that'd be us, because now we're foreigners instead of guys that are... Oh, what's down here? Tunnel under the foreigner's house.
If we put on servants' clothes, we could be much more inconspicuous.
Okay, how about we go back? It doesn't seem to be the best place to be for us right now. I don't know why I'd go in there. I have no reason to be in there as far as I know. Good to know that will eventually probably where I need to be in a side quest or a main quest at all. I guess we'll see. We did do one side quest last time. It was only because of it also helping out the main quest. I don't know how many of these areas I'm allowed in, but I like looting things. I want to go up here though. What's up here? Hello. Please don't fight me. I'm probably not allowed up here.
We're not supposed to be here.
I am not supposed to be here. Well, there's a lot of areas that we're not supposed to be that I keep entering, so... Maybe don't do that. Ooh, gold. Give me that. I think people just keep gold lying around. It's pretty nice. These knots, man, they're really nice. I don't... Okay, so most of these are just doors. I see. So I haven't found anyone I can actually talk to. Gold coins, loot that. Loot that. It's a really cool area, though. You're not a merchant, surprisingly, but... I can talk to you.
I'm sorry. I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. My son Diogo should have left with this ship, but he didn't show up. I can't help but worry.
Ask if he knows where his son is.
Do you know where he could be right now?
If I knew, I wouldn't be here worrying. His
Ouch.
captain was furious. She had no idea where he could have gotten to. Diego can be reckless, and I know he explores the island from time to time. And to be entirely honest, we had an argument before he left. I keep imagining the worst. If you happen to find him, could you tell him to come back to town as soon as possible?
Sure.
We could help you find him, but we'll need some information.
Of course. I'll answer
That's probably
as best
something I do on my own, but I'll,
Does your son have a
do this
special
first part, I
place he
guess.
likes to go? A hiding place, perhaps?
He's always loved exploring the island, but I don't know of a favorite spot. He often leaves the city and goes into the wilderness, but I don't know where or why he goes there. To tell you the truth, I'm just now realizing that I've never asked him. I've never even offered to go with him. Oh, I hope nothing has happened to him.
Ask if Diogo has any friends he could have met.
Do you know of any friends who might know where he is?
The friends he had as a child are all at sea. Here, there's not a single one left. He sometimes spends time at the glassmaker's workshop in town, but I don't think they're really friends. However, glassmaker is probably the person who's seen him the most recently. More than me, anyway. He has a stall in the market square. Maybe he can help you.
Ask him what they argued about.
You mentioned an argument. And what was it about?
His future? See, we're all proud Naughts in our family. My parents were both Naughts. My brother is a Naut, a guard on the docks. And I was a sailor for as long as I could be. I'd give anything to be able to sail again. But since my accident... Well, that's beside the point. Diogo doesn't seem to have the same taste for the salt air the rest of us do. I told him he was an embarrassment and he stormed out. I blame myself, of course, but I just wish he'd be reasonable.
Alright, thank you.
We're going to look for him. Don't worry. We'll have him back here in no time.
Thank you. I hope you find him safe and sound.
I will try my best. For the most part. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I didn't know that wasn't a place I was allowed to be. Okay, doesn't seem to not hate me for that. I'm sorry. It doesn't tell me before I'm too late. Uxantis Peninsula. Hello. Okay. I don't know really what I'm doing, but as I said, it's fun to explore around. I don't want to save all the exploring till, like, when I'm just recording, or when I'm not recording. I actually just got done filming the other episode. I'm not going to head that way, though. I'm going to head up to the main quest now, but, while coming to this one, because I was like, you know, I don't have any actual side quests to do on my own, so I might as well. I didn't want to explore this place without making sure I was recording, so might as well. Do a little bit of exploring on this side of the island, huh? Or on this side of town, I should say. Wasn't there a merchant that I passed? No, just another dude, I suppose. Oh, 14 gold coins. Why are we starting another video with my buddy sending clips? Jesus, he's playing PGA and he's sending us golf clips, and I guess I don't personally care to see him. He sends it to a group chat. I don't personally care, but I don't know if anyone else does, so I'm not going to say anything, but I think maybe only one other person does.
The council is expecting us, and I'd rather not keep them waiting.
Alright, hold on. Let's just get our fast travel point, or one fast travel point in the entire area. There's nothing else actually over in this area, so let's just head on in, huh?
Enter through here. The Council of Admirals awaits you.
Uxantis Council of Admirals.
Ah, welcome home, Alvida, and welcome to you traveling with her.
Uxantis is delighted to have you here.
However, Alvida, you haven't been summoned here just to exchange pleasantries. Rather, we would like to understand how you got here.
Well, we had to leave the Tynean coast quickly. We had no choice but to take a fisherman's skiff. It's small, but strong. I thought I'd head straight for Uxantis, and that's what I did. I know the stars and the currents like the back of my hand, so I had no trouble finding my way back to our island.
You made it through the Serpent's vans in this nutshell, without losing a passenger.
That's right. My companions can confirm that we didn't lose anyone at sea.
Although it's unfortunate that you had to borrow this vessel, you've accomplished quite a feat in sailing it all the way here.
No one has managed to sail through the Fangs in such a small boat in over 100 years.
It seems only logical to me that we should nominate our Nort sister Alvida for the title of captain, so that she might have a decent ship at last.
I second this proposal. Let's give her a ship.
Yeah, give us a ship.
I also support this proposal. She shall have her ship.
Very well. I am recording our Nort sister Alvida in the register as a new captain.
You'll be able to return to the sea soon, Alvida, as soon as we can get you a ship. In the meantime, you'll have to add to your tattoos. You know where to go. We've already informed the Ink Mistress. Your friends can go with you, or they can wait for you at the inn. Remember that on this island, as when at sea, you are responsible for your guests, since they aren't Norts.
The council has ruled and adjourned. Away.
Huh. Interesting. Take Alvida to see the Ink Master. A lot of experience. Where are you guys walking off to? I want to talk.
Congratulations, Captain Alvida.
What's with the arm movement?
To our guild.
Thank you, Admiral. I hope I won't disappoint you.
Ask about the admirals and their role.
Who and what exactly are the admirals? What's your role?
I understand that for someone outside the guild, our organization may seem rather strange. The admirals who meet here in council in Uxantis are the leaders of the Norts Guild. They reach this level after having climbed through the ranks, distinguishing themselves through their bravery, talent, and foresight. They determine the guild's direction, enter into contracts on behalf of the guild, and are responsible for a fleet. The size of the fleet depends on the number of admirals in office. Currently, there are only 2 admirals, Admiral Basilis and myself, but there were 3 of us not so long ago.
Her vision of the
How
guild.
do you see the guild?
I think I understand what's behind your question. We're a guild of navigators, ship owners, explorers, and transporters. But we're not pirates or mercenaries, and our code of ethics was set down by our forebears. I know you've suffered because of the Nort's involvement in your deportation. It's a difficult topic, because the Alliance is one of our biggest clients. Losing them as a client, even if only in part, would cost this island dearly. Personally, I think we should put an end to this type of contract, which is harmful to the Nort's very essence. After all, the Alliance won't be able to get to Tier 4D without us, even if we refuse to return with natives in our holds. That's one of the reasons why I've called the Council to the island. But unfortunately, Admiral Basilis doesn't share my opinion.
Huh.
Thank you for...
Interesting. Let's talk to him.
Captain Alvida. That has a fine ring to it. I'm very proud of what you've accomplished.
Oh, thank you.
Young people, I don't know you, but you're very fortunate to have crossed paths with this woman. Here she's responsible for your conduct, so be worthy of it.
Ask about the admirals and their role.
Do the Norts always have 2 admirals? And what exactly is their role?
No, we don't always have 2 admirals. We've had as many as 6. Until recently, there were 3 of us. But old Placido decided to retire. As for our role, we are the defenders of the guild's spirit, its decision makers. We each look after a part of the fleet, and meet as a council when necessary. When a sailor must stand trial, when there's a business decision to be made that affects the entire guild, that sort of thing. I'm in charge of the Continental Fleet. Admiral Cabral is in charge of all travel to your island.
How do you see the Norts? Do you see them as sailors only? As merchants?
Just a few centuries ago, there were only a handful of ragged fishermen on this rock, who starved when the sea was rough. But those who came before me used the inhabitants' gift for navigation to transform it into the base of a prosperous guild. Most foreigners see us as simple sailors, but we're far more than that. We're ship owners. We design and build our own vessels. We're also explorers who open new routes on the seas and discover unknown lands. And finally, we offer our transport services to the different nations and are paid handsomely for them, which allows us to go even further with better ships. I know you must resent some of the services we provide, but we're not responsible for what our customers put into our holds.
We should refuse to transport people without their consent. It's horrific. They're not animals.
My dear, if you become an admiral, you can propose this to the council. I personally wouldn't risk it. The entire livelihood of this island and of the guild depends on the contracts we have with our customers. It's cruel, but that's the way it is.
Thank you for your talk.
If it's like, if it's 2 to 3, how do they get? How is this allowed? I don't know. Ooh, I can steal from you guys. Let's go. Give me all your stuff. I love just being able to take things from people and nobody can say anything about it. We got a new, that's a new cape though. Not as good as mine. +1 diplomacy. It'd be great. I'm gonna give it to you though. And then she can wear the mechanisms cape. And unfortunately, the only ones that seem to actually work for me are the ones I give. Okay, no, the mechanism's working for her. The craftsmanship's not working for him though. I guess I just don't get craftsmanship anymore unless there's like something that's giving me negative craftsmanship, which is probably a possibility. But now I have 4 diplomacy. I should have 5 diplomacy though. Why do some things work and some things don't? Oh, it was the Imperialists that had us captured, not the Bridge Alliance. Okay, that makes more sense. Interesting. I just would like to know why some things are... Like, some capes are working, but others aren't. So, like, the mechanisms one is working, but why isn't the diplomacy one working? I can't look it up because it's just not going to give me anything, unfortunately. But... whatever, I guess. There's not really anything I can do about it besides giving my people a cape to look cool. Because like, as I saw with the original 2 capes, if I used one, if I put one on, because I put one on Sheeta, and that still worked in my favor. So I don't understand why when I put one on my other guys there, unless they're guys that aren't going to be, I don't really know how this is working. It's a little weird. It doesn't make much sense, but we'll just, I mean, we have really no choice but to continue on with it. Because if I could get that, because I should have +2 diplomacy with my cape and his cape. But I don't know, man. I don't know at all. Guess I can keep I guess I can keep talking throughout this loading screen because we're already halfway done with it.
Congratulations. You must be happy to see that the council has acknowledged your talent.
Yes, it's an honor. There's nothing like recognition from your peer. Watch out. That woman coming towards us is Bridge Alliance.
Oh.
What do you want?
Only to speak to you and to warn you.
Warn us? Or threaten us? My friends have already suffered enough from your... Please.
I am no threat. Let me introduce myself. My name is Saphir. I am an explorer and cartographer, and I'm indeed from the Bridge Alliance. From your reaction, I take it you suffered at the hands of the people of my nation, and for this I am truly sorry. I know that some of my people can be extremely cruel to the natives of Teerfredi. However, I am not one of them. I believe that knowledge is the greatest treasure of all, but it is gained through discussion, not slaughter.
Ask her what she wanted to warn you about.
You said you wanted to warn us about something.
There is an emissary from my nation here in Uxantis, and she's a member of a faction that has a very contemptuous view of those from your island. They believe your people should be enslaved, or worse yet, used for experiments. This emissary isn't alone. There are guards with her. I wanted to warn you to be careful. It's very possible that she means to harm you.
Ask her why she wants to warn you. Ask her what brings her to Uxantis.
What are you doing in Uxantis?
A most excellent question. I'd also add, who invited you? Foreigners aren't allowed to stay in Uxantis unless they have an invitation. So?
As I told you, I'm an explorer and a cartographer. I've been exchanging letters with the head of your library for years. I sent him a few of my maps, which he kindly corrected, and I've gathered information for him on occasion during my travels. He invited me here so we could finally meet. I'm not allowed into the library, but our conversations have taught me much, and I couldn't pass up the chance to visit the Nort's famed island.
Huh.
Why have you come to warn us? You don't know us. We're nobody to you.
I'm a traveler. I've met people from many countries and cultures, and I've always enjoyed these encounters. When I met the emissary from the Alliance, I quickly realized which faction she belonged to, though outwardly, she appears friendly. They believe themselves to be superior, and this belief leads them to look down on everyone else. These people are a plague on the Alliance. They undermine it from within, convinced they're furthering its cause. Personally, I believe in what the Alliance represents. The true Alliance, that is. And I despise their attitude towards others. That's why I wanted to warn you.
Okay, thanks, I guess. Interesting. Party. Now that we have skills to purchase. Applies intangibility to the caster. What does intangibility mean? I don't know. Let's use it, I guess. We're gonna up my strength. We'll up his... None of this stuff matters because he uses a bow, so we'll up his focus. Skills. We will upgrade one of his shots. I should put some of these into as well. Okay. For you, anyway. The curse. Huh. Weapon improves the following skills for brutal impact, iron breaker, destructive blow, and shockwave. Reduces recovery time by 50%, reduces the cost in action points. Do that for him. Now we can get into some cooler stuff up here for him. For attributes, let's up his focus. For her, let's up her focus as well. And her skill. Applies mark to those without shields. Applies rage when dealing a fatal blow. Let's do that. Alright. Okay. Is there any other areas I should continue to explore? We gotta go this way now, so... Uxantis Inn. Okay, let's head over to the Uxantis Inn real quick. Since there's, camp, or our house technically here. And our other friends are here. That's great. Speak to Till.
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes. I owe you an apology. And my thanks. I killed your friend back on the island. And I'm responsible for capturing you. I don't expect you to forgive me. I was following orders. And trying to protect my men. And as a result, not only did I hurt some good people, but now they're all dead. I lost everything. I'm nothing now. I know it's no excuse for what I did to you, and that my present situation won't bring you any comfort. But know that I'll do everything I can to repay my debt to you.
The man you killed on that island was not only our friend, he was our master. You are the reason we were uprooted from our land. And Sheda died too. I do not know why Alvida decided to save you. I would have let you die.
I understand. I too would have let the man who killed my master die.
When I saved you, I was only following the laws of the Knots. We must never let anyone die if we can prevent it. Do not mistake this for concern for you personally. However, you can start to repay your debt by telling us who that man was. The man who attacked us.
His name is Kurnaz. I'll tell you everything I know about him. I don't owe him anything.
Except that he will pay his debt, but not his apology. Refuse his apology and leave him. Oh man, you did kill our master. The reason my friend got killed.
As you said yourself, I can't forgive you. But since you want to pay your debt, I accept. Any information you can give us about Kurnaz will be useful.
Like I said, I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you.
So reputation +2 probably would have happened if I forgave him, but I don't really want to forgive him. How I ended up with Kurnaz's troops.
How did you find yourself in Kurnaz's troops?
In the simplest manner you can imagine. I was assigned to the Green-Blue Regiment a few years back, and I was placed under his command when he was still just an officer. We fought side by side. He took notice. When he was made general, he assigned me to his personal guard.
I apologize. The Coin Guard.
What can you tell me about the Coin Guard?
It's a guild of mercenaries. It was created after the War of Independence of the Free Cities. Many people had fought and didn't know how to do much else. So they went and joined this guild, and they started to sell their services to other nations. And from generation to generation, men and women kept on joining up. Our reputation is our pride, and we are employed by both sides of conflicts between warring countries. It's common to confront other members of the guild on the battlefield. Brother killing sister, and vice versa in the name of foreign nations. We are pawns on the chessboard, but without us, battles and victories wouldn't be possible.
That was always the confusing thing about the Coin Guard, because they're like a guild of their own, but at the end of the day, they're not all a part of the same group. It's just weird. What he was doing in Tirfradi.
Why were you on Tirfradi? Did Kurnaz send you there?
When Kurnaz recruited me, he appreciated the fact I challenged his strategies. We became rather close. But as time passed, he took to liking my questions less and less. And my ideas even less than that. So he started assigning me to missions that took me farther away from him, including the mission to Tirfradi. He needed island test subjects for his scientists. He didn't tell me anything else. And I did as I was ordered. Even though I regret it today, I obeyed.
How they found you in Urskira?
How did you end up in that cavern on the Esquiara?
When you escaped, Kurnaz was notified immediately. We knew that a great many islanders were fleeing. Rarely from prisons, but from the noble houses they'd been sold to. He wanted to find you to make an example. And he had you followed by scouts. He kept the troops back, ready to strike when he'd find you. He was elated to discover that your little group had joined a community of islanders. As soon as the troops were ready, he gave the order to attack. And you know the rest.
Huh.
I must be off.
I understand.
Okay, well, I'd like to talk to her, because I haven't talked to her yet. Fausta.
If I can be of any help, let me know.
Ask about Deleme.
You say you hail from Teleme. What can you tell me about your country?
My country? It's almost strange to put it that way, even though it is true that I was born there. Teleme is vast, greener and less arid than Tynea. Numerous cities budding with towers and belfries pierce our horizons. The most magnificent among them is the capital, Montorga. The Council of Cardinals rules from there. They are both our highest political and religious authority, and they wield powerful magic. But that's a paltry description that lacks personality, isn't it? In truth, Teleme is vastly complex and utterly beautiful. I hope one day to return. The way the sunlight dances over the church rooftops at dawn is a warmth I often miss.
What brought her to Thania?
What are you doing in Toynea? Your countries are at war, are they not?
I had to leave my country. I was banished after an unfortunate incident. I could have gone to Peren. It would have been less of a challenge. I did in fact travel through there before arriving in Olima, but there were too many things that reminded me of my home country, and too many people from Teleme who bore grudges because of my actions. Going to Tainir was a risky leap into the complete unknown, but it offered me the chance to have a new life.
Okay. Uxantis?
What do you think about Uxantis?
It's a strange place, sort of beyond our world in a way. It's funny how the Naughts are the link between every nation, including your own. They come from this microscopic isle, battered by the winds and isolated by an enraged sea. But I suppose it does make sense, in a way. If I had been born here, I would have certainly done everything in my power to sail away and discover new horizons.
The ruins along the coast?
Do you know anything about the ruins here? They are different than the ruins in our homeland.
I don't know anything about the ruins in your lands, but these ruins are similar to all the ruins found in the southern parts of the continent. They are the marks of an ancient civilization that lived and thrived here long before us, the Astrians. In those days, they had managed to unite the entire continent under a single banner, which seems unthinkable today. But outside of a few surviving stories that speak of their celebrated general, I must admit that I don't know much else. Concerning these ruins in particular, they seem rather vast, and they were certainly the remains of a city in their time. Scholars from the Alliance love to study the stones in the hopes of finding some lost parcel of knowledge.
A religion?
I crossed paths with missionaries from Teleme on Tir Fradi. They spoke of your religion. But what can you tell me about it?
You already know that we worship a god that we call the Enlightened, and that Saint Matthias, his prophet, converted us to worshipping him. The Enlightened blesses us with his light, the source of all life, and offers some the gift of magic. I'm no expert in theology. I wasn't much of a student on the subject. I have a more instinctive approach, despite my gift. But if you are truly interested in the topic, it won't be hard to find entire books on the subject.
Her faith?
Are you a believer as well?
Yes. Are you not yourself a believer, even though your divinity goes by a different name? How can one not believe when the Enlightened, or the god you worship, blesses you with the power to defy the laws of nature? I know well that the Alliance thinks it is nothing more than a phenomenon they've yet to explain. And I'm sure that in the end, a scientific explanation will be found for everything. But I do not share their opinion.
Interesting.
I must leave you.
See you later.
Sybil. Because I haven't talked to you yet at all.
We're a safe distance from the prison. I imagine you're expecting me to introduce myself? Sybil de Vespe, at your service.
Your plan worked perfectly, Sybil. Thank you. We would never have made it without you.
It did, didn't it? I'm rather proud of myself. Especially since it was my first jailbreak. But you must have questions. Who is this mysterious woman, really? How does she manage to remain so elegant after crossing through the sewers in half of Tainea?
Ask her why she freed you, ask her how she entered the prison, ask her why she stayed with you.
Why did you come and free us from prison?
Because it was fun, of course. Like any spoiled noblewoman, I'm desperately bored. And any distraction is welcome. I jest. I simply did my best to respond adequately to my good friend Alvida's request. I wouldn't refuse your thanks, but it would be more fitting for you to thank our kind-hearted Naught.
I told you. I feel responsible for what happened to them. Those monsters used our ships to rip them away from their land. Their friend died on one of our ships. I couldn't let them die in that horrible prison.
You've proven my point, Alvida. You've got a heart of gold. And a delightfully idealistic view of the Nords.
Ask her how she entered the prison.
How did you manage to enter the prison? You didn't poison all the guards.
No, as you were able to see for yourself. It just so happens that I am. Rather, I was a diplomat in Alima. I was a representative of the merchant congregation there. It gave me a number of privileges, including the right to visit most of the city's official buildings.
You seem quite well equipped for a diplomat.
I'm a Devesp. We're born with a sword in one hand and a vial of poison in the other.
Ask her why she stayed with you.
Why did you come with us? Someone like you must have better things to do than follow a group of freshly escaped Tirfradians.
Better things to do, perhaps, but this journey has an absolutely delicious taste of adventure about it. But alas, the truth is far more mundane. After organizing your escape, it would have been difficult for me to keep my position as a diplomat. And besides, let's just say that Alima's climate was beginning to take a toll on my health.
Ask her about her family.
You seem very proud of your family. They rule over a city, if I understand correctly.
The ancient city of Peren. The oldest inhabited city on the continent, if local legend is to be believed. My family, the Devesps, have been merchant princes there for generations. No other family in the city would be mad or suicidal enough to claim the title anyway. You see, my family has made assassination their art and manipulation their language. And an unquenchable thirst for power pulses through our veins. However, we are no longer the leaders of the congregation, as Peren has lost some of its influence. That honor belongs to the Dorsays, the princes of Serene. And of course, every member of our family has sworn to take the title from them. My uncle is His Highness Alexandre de Vespe I, assisted in his sinister plans by my cousin Octave, whose name alone is enough to make one tremble in fear. Between you and me, they're all obsessive murderers who have been driven mad by inbreeding and idleness. But their name still opens many doors, which could be useful to us.
Dorelia, or whatever the hell family's name she said, that's the family you're a part of in the first game. That's you and your cousin go to Tirfradi. Your cousin becomes the mayor or the governor of that city. You are a legate of the merchant congregation. You just try to keep the peace between everybody, even though the Bridge Alliance and Thalame are at war. Apparently, they've added a whole lot more different groups here. Like the Devesp family is like a thing of their own, even though they're still technically a part of the merchant congregation. Aurelia de Vespe is the girl from the first one who arranges a fake marriage thing to marry your cousin, the governor, and basically her entire idea is to take over the island, pretty much. So that's why I was like, de Vespe, that's not a very trustworthy name.
You mentioned you were a diplomat in Olima. What exactly was your role?
I was the legate, which is a way of saying I was the congregation's ambassador to Alima. At your service. I represented our nation in this great city, which, while though it's not a capital, is a major city in the Bridge Alliance. My job there was to further the congregation's commercial and diplomatic interests. I had to make sure certain agreements were reached, and sometimes I had to keep others from being signed. It's a rather boring job, to be honest. The only good part about it is that you're invited to attend ever so many parties and banquets.
Her relationship with Alvida?
You called Alvida a good friend. However, did a diplomat and a Nord become close?
I met Alvida when she was a sailor on the ship that took me to Alima. We hit it off quickly, even though it may be hard to believe when you look at me today. I was a little nervous at the idea of being all alone in a foreign country. She introduced me to the beauty of travel and discovery. We met again in Alima later, when she was visiting. During one of our last encounters, she helped me out of a tricky situation, even though she didn't have to. It was the first time someone had done something for me without expecting anything in return. That's rare, especially when you're a Devesp. My, just listen to me, getting all sentimental. The reason doesn't matter much in the end. We're friends, that's all.
What do you think about the Nords and their city?
I've known the Nords Guild for a long time, and I've had the opportunity to meet many of its members. But I must admit that it's rather different to see them at home in Uxantis, and to see the organization that governs their world firsthand. Their bizarre hierarchy based on merit, these admirals and ink masters, the library, the shipyard, and this town that seems to be built from old ships. It's so quaint.
This is a very bad idea. I just want you guys to know about this. Very, very bad idea. How she always makes light of things.
How do you always manage to make light of everything that happens? As if nothing really mattered.
Believe me, a lot of things are important to me. But derision and levity have saved my life more than once. When you're born into a family like mine, steeped in conspiracy and surrounded by murder, when tragedy and horror are daily occurrences, humor is the only way to keep from sinking into madness. I've seen firsthand what madness can drive us to. All I had to do was look at my dear cousin Octave. No doubt you had a very different childhood.
Tell her about your father's death. Make up a ridiculous story to make her laugh. Avoid talking about your memories. That's fine.
It's true. I haven't experienced murder and conspiracy. But things haven't always been perfect. My father died when I was a child. He was killed while out hunting. My mother found his body. She was never the same after that. But despite it all, I was lucky. The whole village was there for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I imagined your life was peaceful before you were taken. We have such an idyllic vision of life on your island. I should have known it was just a fantasy.
Huh. Okay, give me 1 second. Alrighty, we're back to it. Let's go see what the innkeeper has to say.
Welcome to the Fishing Mermaid. What'll it be?
Okay, I can buy something. Oh, I can sell to him. Nice. Here you go. You want some clothes and armor? I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but I'm sure you can find some use. Maybe if I remember to equip my damn thing there, it wouldn't be too much of an issue for me. Eclipse's Fist. Well, I have no purpose for it right now. Alright, thank you. Alright. Can I can upgrade everybody's thing here. Skills. 4 skill points. Holy, oh, I suppose. Didn't I? Didn't I do this already? Well, some of his shit? I don't know. Give him that. Give him that. Upgrade both of these, I guess. Actually, I could have swore I put these things into his thing already. Up his focus, endurance, strength, summon perception, endurance, focus again. There. Put both of those in those. Upgrade or unlock Foul Blow. Which I haven't ran with them yet, but I don't really have a reason to run with them yet. At least that's what I think. We're gonna upgrade immunity to allies within the area of effect. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna max out her will whenever I can, and she'll just do the most amount of damage she possibly can. I'm gonna keep him on my party. I want to kind of carry around some other people. Nealon, you're gonna leave for now. Let's bring Devespin. Okay. I want to get her relationship up with me high so I can do the romance angles. Which, once again, may be a mistake because she's a Devest, but we'll see what happens. What's upstairs? Oh, this must be where I can rest, and there's a chest in here for me. Nice. I think we've looked at everything that's actually in the chest. It's all this again, but unfortunately, I don't think it's. I think it's all just basic armor. Unfortunately, I wish it would kind of become cooler, but it's not. Unfortunately, but let us continue on because we have to go and get what's her name? Her new tattoos. I don't know where all the side quests are. I'm not particularly gonna seek out every side quest. I don't. I did when I was playing the first one. It's because I was playing by myself and I was just exploring everything. then I have time for that. When I'm recording, there's not really time for that, so we just kind of go with what we know and keep moving along.
Everything you need to make your own equipment.
Hello, Alchemist's Workshop.
Welcome to Archibald's. Could I interest you in my potions, all of which are of the highest quality? I also have ingredients, if you prefer.
Huh. Alchemy? Okay, so this is just alchemy shit. We should put a merchant's thing on him too, I guess, but it doesn't. Whatever. That's alright. Here's another fast travel point. As we're supposed to be here at the market square.
Loading all these crates has made me Uncle Ludwig. Here. I don't believe it.
Rudolph. What are you doing here, my boy? Are you a naught now?
No! Don't you try and act like an uncle to me, after what you did to us! Come on, lads, let's get out of here. I don't want to be anywhere near that man. I could lose my temper.
But, Rudolph! I really wonder how the lad ended up here. But he's alright, at least, and he seems to take his work seriously, which is something.
Ludwig, whatever have you done to your nephew to make him reject you like this?
I have no desire to talk about it. Not now, anyway.
Alright, I'm sorry. Hello there.
Hello. Welcome to my workshop. I'm the Ink Mistress, and before you ask, no, I don't tattoo foreigners.
Hello, mistress. I'm no foreigner. And the council sent me.
Alvida? Everyone's talking about you. Your father must be so proud. Sailing to our island in a skiff. I don't think I've ever recorded such a feat in ink. It will be an honor to mark you, Captain.
Thank you.
Now come over here and sit down. I hope your friends are patient. This is gonna take a while. There. Now everyone can take one look at you, and they'll know who you are and what you've accomplished. Take care of the ink for the next few days. The scars will be sore.
Oh, I know. I remember the last time I was here. Thank you, mistress. Goodbye.
Interesting. I leveled up again. And only an attribute point. The next one must be for talent. What would I go with next time? I'm probably gonna go work into some stealth. Oh, I have 2 diplomacy things working now. Oh, that's because I put her in my thing. So she now even helps me with diplomacy. That might be the biggest reason to keep her as part of the group, to be honest with you. Because I get more diplomacy from her. Yeah, Sybil with nice relationship or more. Was she in a nice relationship? She's cordial, but not nice. But there is but you get a friendly one, I get +2 diplomacy. That might be what we just have to keep going with. So we don't have to put any more in diplomacy. I do want to put some in stealth and mechanisms. Mechanisms we have 2 in, thankfully. But let's just put some in strength. No, let's take that out and put it in agility. For you, let's up your focus. For you, strength. For you, perception. Okay, that's all we can do with now.
Savages and traitors to their race. We'll teach you your...
Okay. Just randomly getting attacked out of the blue. Ow, I got kicked to the ground.
Careful, darling. You look dreadful.
Yeah, I just got killed. Easily. I need to revive myself. Hold on. How do I do this again? No, not that. I'm afraid I don't remember how to revive. I can't run anymore.
My armor is completely ruined.
Yeah, so is his.
It's one less of us. We We can't let them win.
We're gonna have to, because everyone's dead besides me. Everyone's gonna be attacking me now. I'm just gonna have to let myself die here. So is that just it? I'm facing impossible to beat enemies as soon as I exit the main quest. That should not be a thing. What? How am I supposed to defeat those guys? Did you not see their health? I can't do anything and I just get obliterated. What is this game, man? This is 5 times harder than the first one. The first one was fucking easier than shit. I'm genuinely speechless. Do I have to fucking turn up to 200 damage? Maybe I can drop the enemy damage, I suppose. Drop that to 70. I'll keep you at 150. I'm gonna drop you to 60. I don't understand that, bro. Like, what was that? I just run this way? Goodbye. Okay, well, that's not how that works, unfortunately. That's just crazy, man. I know that they do less damage. It'll be easier to beat them. Well, let's take you out because you're easier to kill. Okay, Sybil's about to die. Okay, she got healed. That's not who I'm trying to attack. I'm trying to attack you. Okay, I gotta heal Ludwig.
At least I won't die at the end of the rope.
I got you, Ludwig. Never mind. No, I don't. You're dead. Okay, another one down. Jesus, dude. What was that? I know I don't have it on an excruciating hard difficulty, but...
Right?
How was I supposed to win that fight on any difficulty I was on?
Drop your weapons. You're under arrest.
Yeah, we were defending ourselves?
Under arrest? For defending ourselves?
So you say. A witness came to tell us about a fight. We ran over and saw you kill those visitors. Just follow us, you lot, and don't make a fuss.
Wait, officer. This group is my responsibility. I've given my word as a captain. They are my guests.
Indeed. That's unfortunate. You should choose your friends more carefully. Round them all up!
Have you forgotten our laws, officer? You can only arrest the person who is responsible. Her guests are free.
These people have committed a serious crime. They murdered these visitors, and...
This may be a tragedy, but it doesn't change our laws. Only the captain will pay for the crime, if it is proven.
All right, then. Take the captain. As for you lot, I hope you realize what you've done.
Wait, where are you taking her?
She'll be held in the Harbor Master's office while she awaits her trial. I'll make sure you are able to speak with her if you wish.
Okay, well, I lost
the
friend.
others what happened.
I found them. There they are. Hariden ger. Esmato. Radi dumer de kadum enter Renaxa.
Yeah, we're
News
fine.
travels quickly around here. We were attacked as we left the workshop with Alvida. A group of armed Alliance men attacked us and we were forced to defend ourselves. They all died. And the guards who arrived just seconds later accused us of murdering them. They wanted to throw us into prison again. The master of the shipyard stepped in. And since we are Alvida's guests, she was the only one of us arrested.
Clautireno le Laiona.
The Alliance doesn't seem to want to leave you in peace.
A woman we met after our meeting with the Admirals warned us. She told us there was an Alliance emissary in Uxantis, and that they might cause us serious problems.
We can't just stand by and let Alvida rot in jail. I already organized one jailbreak.
I don't know if we need to do
Why
that.
not another?
We'd better go talk to her before we do any such thing.
Fausta's right. This is an island, so we won't be able to escape as easily as we did in Tainir. Alvida knows far better than we do how things work around here. Her advice will be most valuable.
We could try to find the lioness you spoke of, the one who warned us. She undoubtedly knows more than she told us.
Since you don't seem too keen on my idea of an escape plan, we could at least try to find some witnesses who saw what happened.
Oh, Kyler Murray is now a part of the... who do I want to add to my party? Kyler Murray is now part of the Vikings. Hold on, I want to message all my Vikings friends. There we go. I don't know who to bring with me here. We're not going to bring Fausta. I don't know if Till's a really good option. We'll add him back to our party. Now that we have more attribute points to spend, I guess. Oh, it's because we died and I didn't do my attribute points last time. Did I put it in strength? I don't think I did. I'm going to put mine in endurance. I want to increase my health as much as I can. For him, I don't really even remember what I did. Perception, maybe? I don't... No, for her, I did perception. For him, drop up focus. For you, we'll do endurance. For you, we'll do endurance as well. We also have equipment, apparently. A new hat. Oh, look at that. The light helmet. Someone else can wear a light helmet. I don't know if anything I have is going to be better for you. I kind of like her with no hat at all. Not everyone needs to wear a hat. You look like you should wear a hat, though. You're all gonna get that hat. There. Well, hold on. No. Because one of those are her hat. Why did she lose it? Makes no sense. Well, hold on. We should... Purple Regiment Corporal's Chainmail. Just medium. We'll have her wear that. Let's look at who is with us first before I put anything else on anybody else. Well, I didn't even look at myself, which might also be pretty good to do. Medium. She wears light. I'm sure she'd be okay with wearing medium. She could also wear light, I suppose. Doesn't have to wear. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'll shut up now. These are just the same thing she's already wearing. Alright. Elliot party.
We should go back to see the Ink Mistress. Since the attack took place in front of her shop, she's bound to have seen what happened.
Well, first of all, I need to heal some of you. Because now you're all hurt. Well, that's not what I want to do. Okay, hold on so I can heal Ludwig. Ludwig needs healing. Okay, my healing didn't do anything for him. He just fucking stayed the same health. Alright, that makes a lot of sense.
What do you want? I told you already. I don't tattoo foreigners.
After
We're looking for witnesses who saw the fight that took place in front of your workshop.
You're not going to kill me too, are you? I didn't see anything. After I finished Alvida's tattoo, I started cleaning my tools. I heard a commotion outside, but I didn't go out there. I'm not a guard, I'm an artist. Please don't hurt me.
Why did you want to reassure her to learn more?
We're not here to hurt you. We just want to help our friend Alvida, who's been arrested.
Really? Since the attack, everyone's been saying that the foreigners on the island are just there to cause chaos. And to rob and kill us.
Rest assured, that is not our aim.
At any rate, I wasn't lying. I heard noises, yes, but I didn't see anything. I didn't go outside.
What kind of noise? What exactly do you remember?
Let me think. I remember the door closing. I was picking up my tools when I heard someone shouting. Just after that, I could hear fighting. Then things calmed down and I heard the guard arresting someone. You, most likely.
Do you remember what was shouted?
I didn't hear everything. It wasn't very clear. I think I heard the words savage and traitor. And then something about a place?
They did indeed insult us before attacking us. And since you heard the sounds of fighting after that first sentence, it contradicts the testimony that we attacked those people for no reason.
Come here to testify.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I need you to repeat what you just told us in front of the council. Alvida shouldn't have to pay for the misdeeds of the foreigners who wanted to settle their score with us.
All right. I'll testify if you call me as a witness. I admire Alvida. She doesn't deserve this.
No, she doesn't. Hold on. I am itching my eye. Alright, thank you. I appreciate you. Alright, can I heal him now? I don't have any attack points left to heal him. Tuh. It's awesome. There's a couple of people I should probably talk to here. Fishmonger.
Fish! Who wants fish?
I want to talk to you.
Did you see the attack that took place in front of the Ink Mistress's shop?
No, I was in the back. I only saw the tail end of the fight. I saw the guards show up, followed by the master of the shipyard. But the Alliance men were already dead. You killed them all. Now, if you don't want any fish, I'd like to get back to work. Foreigners' affairs don't concern me.
Damn.
Goodbye.
Y'all suck. Hello.
Hello. Looking to buy furniture? Hey, I recognize you. You're the captain's friends. The ones who were attacked earlier.
Yeah.
Were you there during the attack? Could you tell us exactly what you saw?
Yes. I'm at my workbench from sunup to sundown, and it happened right on my doorstep. So I saw everything. I heard those foreigners from the Alliance hurling insults, and I saw them attack. All you did was defend yourself. Then the guard came, followed by the master of the shipyard. And they took the captain away. I'm sorry about what happened to you.
That's wonderful. How fortunate. With your testimony, we'll have no trouble getting Alvida out of jail.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
How so?
I don't have a very good reputation. No one on the council will listen to me. And besides, I don't think Captain Alvida will let me take the stand to defend her. She despises me more than anyone else.
As for his explanation?
What do you mean?
I don't like to stir up the past, but you should know that I used to be a shipwright. I was respected, and my work was highly praised. Until the accident. It was a terrible accident. Since then, I haven't been allowed to touch a ship. I had to learn a new trade. And here I am in this shabby workshop, tinkering with chairs. My testimony would be worthless.
I understand. But we may have no choice but to call on you.
If you do, I'll be happy to testify to what I saw. But think hard before you call on me. My word could do you more harm than good.
Alright.
Really? If these people can explain what happened, we should surely be able to get Olvido out of prison.
One of the witnesses is considered unreliable, and the other didn't see anything. It's not much, but it's better than nothing.
We should try to find out more about what this man did before we decide whether or not to use his testimony. Alvida will surely know.
That would be the plan, wouldn't it? Go back to see Alvida at the harbor office. Find the man who falsely accused you. Okay, well, we should talk to Alvida first, probably. Captain Square. Oh, there's a thing over here. Hold on.
I'm sorry, emissary, but all we could do was arrest the knot who was vouching for the foreigners who murdered your men. The others are free. For now.
I find your laws unjust. The poor captain obviously didn't know who she was dealing with. But I shall seek justice from your council. And I'll be in charge of the prosecution. And thanks to our witness, I'll make sure that only the true culprits, those savage brutes, are the ones who pay for their crime. In blood.
Alright, as I said, we gotta go talk to... Well... If I knew where to go, it would be amazing. But it's not telling me where to go. So, Silvio the Carpenter seems to have a connection to Alvida. You should meet her at the harbor office to ask her about it, because it could have an impact on the trial. Where the fuck is the harbor office? Because it didn't fucking tell me. There should be a door that says it somewhere. Warehouse, Foreigner's House, Council, Uxantis Inn, Library of Uxantis, Inquisitor's Workshop. Does it not tell me anywhere? Like, dude. How am I supposed to find out where she is if it's not going to tell me where she is, bro? What the fuck is this shit? It's an abandoned house. What is going on here, man? What is this game? What game am I fucking playing, bro? Oh, it's at the... Okay, it's right here. I was very confused.
Well, look who's here. The savage murderous brute we were just talking about. You must know that I won't let you get away with murdering my men. And I won't let this poor captain pay for your crimes either.
Essa quen moi name natrem o lion. Ma clausum dat sies vreugum se gante camolto sidi.
Sir, I would like to know if you...
I've got nothing to say to you. Because of your savagery, one of our sisters is in jail. Get out of here.
This charming, biased bunch won't help us at all. Come on, let's go see Alvida.
That's right. Go and mock the woman who's rotting in prison because of you. See you at your trial.
We should try to learn more about this woman and what she's doing here.
Yeah? Should we?
I'm sorry for what happened to you and Captain Alvida, but I can't help you. It's up to you to prove your innocence.
Okay, but I just kind of wanted to have a conversation. I didn't know that was a crime.
Alvida, I'm sorry to see you locked up in here. There you are. I'm glad Alvida wasn't wrong about you. And you're just in time. I'm going to need your help. The Alliance's emissary has decided to support the murder charge against you. For our young captain's sake, I've decided to defend you. I know our laws well, but I'm going to need evidence and witnesses.
How about the witness who alerted the guard? Ask him what evidence could help.
The head guard mentioned a witness who alerted them and told them that we attacked those men. We tried to find out who it was, but he wouldn't tell us.
If I was being generous, I'd say it was to protect the witness. But in truth, our dear head guard hates foreigners. He's furious and frustrated that he couldn't put you in jail and had to lock Alvida up instead. If you need to find out more about this witness, and I do agree that it's a very relevant lead, then I'd recommend trying to get him drunk. He can often be found at the tavern, drowning his bitterness in ale.
Ask what evidence could help.
What other evidence or testimony should we look for?
Any witnesses who could give a different version of the events would be helpful. I doubt there's much physical evidence to be found, unless it was a setup. And in that case, there were most likely messages sent that you might be able to get your hands on.
Thank you for defending us.
Of course, I don't trust this emissary, and I like Alvida. I'll let you talk to your friend now. But don't forget to come back here once you've gathered enough evidence to exonerate yourselves. Once you've done that, we'll start the trial. See you later, my young friends, and good luck.
Thank you. There's one thing I wanted to check. No, I was just thinking about it. So with the 2 extra things I have here, so it reduces purchase cost of items from all merchants. It increases the chance of successful kill rolls for. So I'm actually maxed out with skill rolls for diplomacy. It's good to know. Just making sure I know.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
As well as possible. Locked up in a cell. I can't complain. Since I'm a captain, I'm treated with respect. In any case, it looks like it's my turn to need help getting out of jail.
Tell her what the carpenter said.
We found witnesses who saw what happened.
I knew you would.
You were right. But the only person who saw the whole thing told us his testimony would be of no use.
Why? Who is it?
A carpenter. A former shipwright, if he's to be believed.
Don't say another word. I know who you're talking about. Silvio. It really does seem like the odds are stacked against us. Oh, I can't believe it. Of all the people in Uxantis, it had to be this incompetent, murdering fool who witnessed the scene.
What did he do?
It's more a question of what didn't he do? He was a shipwright, like he told you. He was in charge of repairing ships before they set sail. My mother's ship, in particular. But he didn't do his job, whether out of laziness or negligence. At the very first storm she encountered, the ship sprang a leak and sank. I lost my mother because of him. And now you're telling me he's the only person who can prove our innocence?
I'm afraid so. The Ink Mistress only heard the fight, so her testimony won't help us much.
And this man's won't help us either. Since my mother's death, he was banned from working for the Knots. Why do you think he became a carpenter? Nobody trusts him anymore.
Try to convince her to use the testimony.
I understand your concern, and it's true that he's not the best witness we could hope for. But without him, we have nothing. Please, we must let him report what he saw.
Fine. But we better have more evidence, because his word won't carry much weight. Who brought the Alliance men here? And why did they attack us like that?
It's very interesting how many times in the last 3 recordings I have to be put on trial. It only happened twice, but I'd have 2 nickels at least. Ask for advice.
What should we do? We don't know the laws of this island.
Find witnesses. There must be some. If anyone saw what happened, they could clear up these accusations. If they take the stand and testify that these men attacked us, the charges will be dropped. Go to the Ink Mistress and speak to her, and her neighbors.
I've already done that.
It would also be interesting to find out who this famous eyewitness who warned the guards is. Whoever it is obviously lied to ensnare us in a trap. We need to find out who it is and why they did it.
Tell her about the Alliance emissary.
On our way here, we saw a Bridge Alliance emissary speaking to the head of the guards who arrested you. I think it's the person that woman warned us about when we left the council. The men who attacked us were with her, and she will lead the prosecution.
She had to have been invited here by someone. You must find out who it was, and what she's doing here. If only you could prove she's behind it all.
Leave.
We'll keep investigating.
Thank you for your help. When you've gathered enough evidence, go find the master of the shipyard. He's offered to defend us.
Man, ow. That hurt my jaw. Ow. Alright, we have no reason to start picking locks.
If I've understood correctly, we need to question the head guard to find out where we can find the liar who claims they saw us attack those people. I love toying with this kind of bore. Let's go to the tavern and then leave it to me. I'll make mincemeat of him.
Alright, I got you. If that's what you want. I'm down to do it. Okay, Let's present your evidence and witnesses at the trial. Okay, so let's take a look at the journey. Find out why the emissary is an Uxantis and present the evidence to the witness at the trial. Find the man who falsely accused you. So we'll work on that one first. Let's fast travel to this side. No, not that. That's not what I wanted at all. I want to fast travel to the council square. There we go. It's getting dark, and I don't think we can rest right now. Oh, we can, actually. Okay, Ludwig's health is slowly going up. As long as we don't get into another fight, Ludwig's health will keep going up.
There's the head guard. I believe the woman from the Alliance, Safia, is over there. Since she's the one who warned us, maybe she can tell us more about the emissary.
Oh, please, let me talk to the head guard. I know I can get him to tell me everything she knows about the liar who's falsely accused us.
Okay, well let me get some drinks. Oh, let's get us some drinks. Get us some white liquor. I actually have this, but we'll buy a couple more.
Come. You again? This tavern used to be a place you could drink in peace. Even here, these pesky foreigners seem bent on stirring up trouble.
Offer him a drink. Let Sybil ask him about the witness.
Sybil, you wanted to speak to this gentleman, I believe.
Absolutely, darling. I've always held guards in the highest regard.
Really?
Of course. What would happen to our cities without these valiant defenders of the peace? They would be submerged in chaos and anarchy. And I'd like to congratulate you on your swift action. No one could blame you for giving credence to a questionable witness.
I appreciate that, but the witness wasn't questionable. He's a naught, and...
Come now, don't you worry. There's no question of your devotion to your duty. But it's obvious that this man was corrupt. He was probably more of a pirate than a sailor.
Not at all. He works as a longshoreman on the docks.
Works? Worked? Because this infamous witness has disappeared, hasn't he? He'll never take the stand. It's so unfortunate that a man like you, so honest and so upright, must pay for someone else's lies.
Well, that's why you're wrong. He's still there, and he's going to testify. He's in the warehouses as usual.
Really? I was lied to. In that case, I'm utterly reassured. You're doing a splendid job.
We've got to flush that rat out of the
Oh,
warehouse.
Sybil is amazing. Hell yeah. Alright, let's talk to Safia.
I'm happy to see you're back, and in one piece. When I heard there'd been a fight among foreigners, I was afraid it might be you.
It was us. Your people attacked us. The guards of this city arrived too late and they accused us. They locked Olvida up, but we were the ones they wanted to punish for defending ourselves against the Alliance.
I'm very sorry. I suspected that Zahid's presence in Uxantis might cause problems. Is there anything I can do to help?
Ask her about the emissary.
What can you tell us about this woman?
I must admit that knowing she was here gave me reason for concern. So I tried to find out who invited her. Apparently, it was one of the admirals, to strengthen the trade relations between the Alliance and the Nauts. That idea worried me even more. I don't know how much you know about the Bridge Alliance, or the internal tensions simmering just below the surface there. Recently, a group has appeared on the scene, spreading disturbing ideas. They argue for Tynir's superiority over all other nations, especially the islanders of Teofredi. They're violent, and will stop at nothing to expand their influence, which remains fairly limited for now, thankfully. This woman is part of that group, and the fact that she's here to negotiate with the Nauts could prove dangerous for your people. Whether or not she's behind what happened, she's certain to use it against you.
Ask her if she knows where to find the emissary.
Do you know where this emissary is staying?
Since she's part of an official delegation, she must be staying at the diplomat's house. However, you'll never get her to admit her involvement just by talking to her. I'm afraid you'll have to find a more indirect method. The innkeeper here is in charge of delivering food to all the buildings where foreigners are staying. Maybe he could help you enter her quarters discreetly.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I despise this woman and everything she stands for. I hope you can prove your innocence. Oh, I just thought of something. I don't know if this will be of any use to you, but I saw her leaving town once, which intrigued me. A diplomat who's here on official business would have no reason to go inland. I have no idea what she planned to do there, but maybe it would be worthwhile finding out.
Thank you for your help. See you later. According to Safia, the innkeeper could help us get into the diplomat's house.
Okay. Let's talk about the innkeeper.
Welcome to the fishing.
Try to convince him to let you deliver food to the emissary.
Is it possible to order food from you to be delivered?
We sometimes deliver meals to certain homes, in particular to Overseas House when they're entertaining. But we don't do individual deliveries, if that's what you're asking about. Those deliveries are enough of a pain. With the repairs to the wall, my cart can barely get through.
You must have your hands full here. Making deliveries must take up a lot of your time.
Tell me about it. I used to have an errand boy who took care of it, but well, he decided to jump ship, and here I am, running all over town.
That must cost you a lot of time and money. Because you can't be behind the bar when you're out doing deliveries.
Of course. And, of course, it's always when there are the most customers.
I understand. Now that you mention it, we were just headed to that area. We could drop off your delivery for you if you'd like.
Oh, is that so? What an opportunity. Don't move. I'll bring it to you right away. You're doing me a huge favor.
Food to be delivered. God, I'm such a G. So good at what I do. Okay. So, let's do that first. Find the man who falsely accused you. That's what I want to do first. So let's go. We can fast travel over there. So let's do that. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so he's supposed to be
extremely difficult
in one of the warehouse.
Dressed like those people who work on building sites. No one would notice us.
Yeah, but I don't think we don't have the outfits to do that. Unless it works like it does in the other game, but I'm pretty sure I need a disguise. That's like the whole point of the disguise thing. That's why I'm thinking we need to put some more points into stealth. Yeah, see, these don't have anything on them that tells me what they are. Before, you could just wear the other person's gear and it'd be fine. We can probably stealth our way over there. I would like to think we could. Oh shit. You know, I like to think we did a solid job here. Could have been better, but it was a solid job, I like to believe. Now I can steal things. Okay. I thought this was where I was supposed to go. It looks like it was not. Okay, well, now I'm gonna get seen going out of here, ain't I? Yeah. Alright, that's not gonna happen. Fuck! Well, that's not good. God damn it, dude. Like, why she's running back and forth? The chances of her coming right through that door, if I could hear her, it'd be a lot nicer. But I cannot hear her, so I don't know. I don't know how to formally really do this. Disguise would be nice, but where would I find a disguise? How do I get disguises? Do I think I need to have one, at least one in stealth?
Dressed like those people who work on building sites. No one would notice us.
And I'm in here. Oh, that's not fucking good.
Kill all the intruders! Only a fool dares to...
Where's the last save? 8:20. That's right before we go into the building, though. That's not going to help us either, because she's turning around right as we go into the building. Fuck, dude! These autosaves are atrocious! Oh my god, dude. I just dropped my phone. Like, what are we... I gotta... Oh, man. I don't know what to do now. If I just go back even farther, I'm gonna have to fucking cut through a bunch of bullshit.
A worker's clothing would come in handy around here, if we want to keep a low profile.
Thanks.
Dressed like those people who work on building sites, no one would notice us.
But I'm just kind of wondering, well, I don't know where he is exactly. So he's clearly not in that room. So he must be in that warehouse. I gotta go all the way around. I wish I could level up. Make my life a little easier. Alright, let's go over here and see if we can't sneak our way into this other warehouse. Warehouse of Uxantis.
You can't come in here. Move along.
Yeah, see, we can't go in there. We can't go in that way, at least.
I don't have the key.
He needed. Well, this just made life 10 times harder, didn't it? We can't enter through that way. We have to find a way to go all the way around, and that just won't work. There's just no way that would work. Unless there's maybe a way on the side we can get over, maybe? Be shocked if that's the truth. Maybe in the last game that would have been a way to do it, because you could use your agility or whatever to hop across, but... So let's use this boat to jump across, and I don't know. Hi, you. Yeah, I don't know how I'd get across, man. Plus, I don't know anything about how to get a disguise. I don't know... Is there just no way to do this without having to fight everybody? We can't fight everybody. That'll destroy your relationship with the Knots, and I don't want that. I'm not going to let that happen. I don't care what anyone else says. So what the fuck do I do? I could... That's not what I'm trying to do. Lux ability to equip Tier 1 disguises increases the chance of successful skill rolls stealth. I do have something that can reset our skills. And I could just put 3 back in diplomacy and take the craftsmanship out of stealth. Which one is it? Memory stone? Use it at a campfire in your home or a cabin to reset your character skills and attributes. Let's try... I wish it really didn't take so fucking long to load back into the game, but it does. Fortunately, I could try going that direction. Don't know how much this will help us. Let's actually save the game here, because I haven't saved in so long. If I save the game here, I feel more confident making it my way through.
A worker's clothing would come in handy around here, if we want to keep a low profile.
No, that's not gonna work.
I can't do it.
Well, fuck me, I guess. I don't know where do I get a disguise, though?
Although it would be extremely difficult for me to stomach, if we want to be inconspicuous, we should dress like poor workers.
Do you know where to find that, then? You keep telling me about it, but no one's telling me where to find a poor worker's outfit. Dude, this is... You know, I'm not saying I expect hand-holding here, but man, come on, dude. I don't know... I'm gonna go put shit in the stealth, like wear Tier 1 disguises. I didn't know how... I just assuming it's like the second game, but it's nothing like the second game. They completely changed everything about it. So it just makes my life so extremely difficult. Golly, man. Like, what do I have to do here? Alright, let's, well, how do I use it? Would you like to explain to me how I use this memory stone? And deposit it? That's not what I want to do. I want to fucking use it. Guide. You've achieved a disguise of facultate infiltration into restricted areas. Disguises apply to a entire group. A minimum level of stealth is required to wear them. 5 disguises: bandit, doctor, housekeeper, cleric, and workers. Some soldiers may challenge you despite your disguise. A stealth roll will then be required to make your disguise credible. Conversely, wearing the wrong disguise will increase the speed of detection. Wearing the appropriate disguise will slow down the speed of which enemies detect you. Okay. It's combat. It's advanced combat. Jesus, bro. Where's the memory stone thing? Is it in here? Okay, I get that. Nurture your preparation, chest for managing your inventory. Before, this was 5 times easier to use, bro. There's just no guide that tells me what to do, man. Oh, I'm not having a good time with this game. I haven't. I had a way better time with the first one, man. Way better time. I have genuinely searched all over the place, whether it's here or anywhere else, to figure out how I use these memory stones. There is nothing anywhere, nothing in the game, nothing on the internet. It's very hard to find anything anywhere on the internet for this game because nobody's fucking playing this shit game. I don't blame them. I had a lot of fun with the first game, but this one hasn't lived up to it in any way, shape, or form. And that was a low bar to live up to. I mean, Greedfall 1 isn't that great of a game. It's not bad either. I actually enjoyed playing it. But it seems to me that they've really dropped the ball here, man. Did I gotta find it in here or something? No, like... Where do I use this memory stone, dude? How do I use this? I mean, you just can't find it anywhere. Support? This is gonna take me to... like, can I, like, find something here? Let's just get off that. I don't know why I'm on that. I don't know what you want me to do, man. I'm trying. If I could reset my skills, I'd love to put one into stealth, but it can't. It won't let me. It tells me a memory stone that can be used at a campfire in your home or in your cabin to reset a character's skills, attributes, and talents. Attributes, whatever the fuck the word is. I don't give a fuck. How do I use it then? I'm at, well, quote-unquote campfire. Does this just not count in any way? Like, what the fuck, dude? This game has been just a terrible experience so far. And I hate to say that because I did enjoy the first one, man. And that fucking sucks to say. don't know how I'm supposed to get to this person without getting seen then. I brought what's-her-name into my group to up my stealth a little bit. I don't think that's going to help me because I can't equip tier 1 disguises until I put a fucking point in there. I don't know what to do. Unless I can somehow get by these people, then I don't want the knots to be mad at me, though, dude. It's not what I want.
Stop! Foreigners aren't allowed in this part of the port.
Now there's a guy watching here. Bribe him. There we go.
A difficult and thankless job here. What if we could make it a little less thankless?
I hope you're not planning to steal anything or hurt anyone in there. Oh, fine. Go ahead. I never saw you.
I'm bribing you, I guess, but I don't think that helps me get past anybody else. Does it? I don't think it does. Okay, this... what? What? I am genuinely confused. What is going on? I can just walk around in here now, I guess. Works for me? I'm too busy getting angry at this fucking game because it is kind of bullshit, but I don't think I'm gonna be allowed in here, though. No, I'm just allowed to be wherever, I guess. Did I break something? I'm not gonna question it. I'm fine. If I broke it, good. He's not in here. I've already been in here. Cool if I can get in there, but it's hard lock. This game is now telling me that really I should focus on putting some things into stealth. So, when I get the chance, things are going into stealth. So what if I switch sides? Well, I'm just going to be allowed over here now? Maybe because it was night, that's why there wasn't anybody there. Yeah, that's still key needed and hard lockpick. But do I have to bribe this guy if I try to go on this side? No, it just allows me in. Alright, well. I guess I've sat here and did all this complaining for nothing. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't. Guess I'm just cool now.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? You are not allowed in the warehouses. You better leave if you don't want me to call the guard.
We've come to see you because we know you have to testify against us. The head guard told us where to find you.
Yeah? So what? What do you want?
Jaquan Brisker signing with the Steelers. Scare the witness.
You lied and you know it. You weren't there when the attack took place. So let me give you a piece of advice. Take the first ship off this island and forget all about your false testimony.
Why would I do that?
We killed a group of well-trained Alliance men, and many more before them. Do you really think you stand a chance against us?
No, of course not. There's a ship leaving tonight. I'll be aboard. Just leave me alone, please.
For that rich liar to sing his little tune on the stand, the judge should clear our names.
Let's go. Man, I did all this complaining and I just had to wait till daytime. Oh my god. I'm so frustrated right now. Reduce recovery time of healing skills by 5%. Reduce the recovery time of healing in favor of giving skills by 5%. What? Of healing skills by 5% and healing and well, we want to do that then, don't we? Very confused by that. Okay, attributes. One to perception. Talent, give me stealth. Because now I just, oh my god, man. Can at least get tier 1 things now, at least. Oh, let's get healing upgraded, because healing's always a good thing. Let's unlock knife throwing for you. And throw some endurance on you. Throw some endurance on you. And your skill, let's just up your healing stuff. Because that's what I would love, personally. I cannot believe what just happened, dude. I mean, I really can't. Now I can just exit. Listen, guys. I felt like I had every right to get angry, and I spent just like a lot of time trying to figure out how to reset skills, man. And I just couldn't do it. I didn't really need to do it, I guess. So now I have access to tier 1 disguises. Do those just? How do I get those disguises? I wonder. Can't just enter there. I do have something that'll allow me to get in there, so.
Are you lost?
Here.
We are delivering food to this house. The tavern keeper sent us.
He usually makes his own deliveries. What's up with him?
He asked us to lend him a hand. He said he had too much work to leave his counter.
No, we've been trying to persuade him to hire some help for months. Okay, go ahead. Just leave it all in the hallway. The clerks will take care of the rest.
Alright, thank you. I spent a lot of time now. And I just have like 3 separate recordings now of all this shit, man. That's really annoying. Foreigner's house. Okay. Should probably actually leave it somewhere, but... Ooh, we can steal some things. Rob 'em blind! Let's go! So how do I get disguises? I feel like this is a really good question. I lose 27 defense, but gain so much armor. I'm already wearing heavy armor, right? Yeah. Alright, perfect. Interesting. But she wears medium armor, so let's keep her to medium. She also wears medium armor, so she can wear that. Alright. Awesome. Okay, well, clearly I have to go this way. Hello everyone, I'm allowed here now. Hey, you look like, never mind. Oh, I can just walk. I'm just walking freely everywhere now. This is hilarious, man. I did not expect things to work out this way, if I had to be honest with you. I don't know where each thing leads, so I'm just going in all of them, I guess. Do anything with that door? No.
This door is locked.
Okay, that door is locked. So I can't go in there. There's a door up top here. There's also a door back here. That leads me right here. Okay, well. It's just back to the same spot. Alright, let's try this door down here then. Okay. Me flipping through so many doors.
You have to be careful. You're not supposed to be here.
Well, we are now because I have the key to be here. Not the key, sorry, but I have the thing to be here. Work, please. Of course.
I can't do it.
What if I try this one? Come on, 2 chances of 65%? That one's 35%, so this one's definitely gonna fail. Yeah.
I can't do it.
Now I need a key, which I don't know where to find said key. Unless I can find it in any of these rooms. Certainly possible. So assuming that's the room I need to be in. So I'm assuming there must be a key somewhere to get in there. Where would that key be? Well, nobody's gonna know. Well, that's gold coins. I appreciate that, I guess. Key. Room key. There we go. I said I knew it'd be around here somewhere. So let's enter said room. Hell yeah. We're in, baby. Okay, I don't have the key for that. I'm not going to do the mechanism because I'll fail that no matter what. Pick up. Missives and report from the emissary. A report from the emissary. Sir, I'm pursuing the missions that are entrusted to me as quickly as possible, and you'll be pleased to hear that they're moving in the right direction. We'll deliver the weapons to the right place at the right time without incident and for the amount that you agreed upon. As we suspected, some knots are much less cautious about the national contracts when there's sufficient money at stake. As for our friend Dr. Asili, he received delivery in the Hekmet of the ingredients be requested, however odd they might be. We killed that guy in the first one, I believe. As for my other mission, it's also going well. It so happens that some natives of Tir Fadi are visiting the island, which will make my task that much easier. I'll let you know more about it as soon as it's settled, but you can count on me. Yours faithfully, Zahid. Letter from Admiral Barcelos. Dear Emissary Zahid, we'll be delighted to welcome you to our island and vouch for you, as the matters you described more than justify your visit. You'll be given accommodation in a house of foreigners, which is reserved for diplomats. I look forward to meeting you to discuss all this in more detail. Sincerely, Admiral Barcelos. Letter from the unknown correspondent. My dear Zahid, I'm sorry to learn that your mission has forced you to deal with those uncouth seamen, and I confess I find it hard to imagine you having to dirty your boots in a common camp in the windy and muddy hinterland of their island. I suppose that's what it takes to appease the great man, but I can't wait until we no longer have to sneak around like pitiful conspirators, and everyone can at least see the greatness of our plans. The General will save us all from the degeneration that's afflicting this new generation. He'll restore our nation to its former glory, but I digress. Forgive me, I hardly need preach to the converted. You have my full support in the challenges you are facing. Remember that it's all for the best. Your friend, A.
There's a report here that the emissary hasn't yet sent, as well as a few letters. I should take the time to read them carefully. The emissary mentioned some business she had someplace inland. We should try to find out precisely where.
Notes from the emissary for the preparation of the trial. The legal system being different to my own, I must be cautious, avoiding any mistakes, and remember to consult a book on this subject. However, it seems to me that a frontal attack should suffice to throw off these savages and the longshoremen. Darte and his testimony will be enough to do the rest. I must just make sure that that imbecile doesn't budge from the warehouse on the port in which he works. He's not the most courageous of types, and it probably wouldn't take much for him to run screaming for the hills. The judges are the admirals and the librarian. Admiral Barcelos, our granitor, should prove to be of support, but Admiral Cabral seems to hold justice, as well as his role here, in extremely high esteem. As for the librarian, that strange old man, he'll mainly serve as a bailiff. If I've understood correctly, it's therefore above all Cabral whom I must win over to my cause.
These are the emissary's notes. They were used to prepare for our trial. The identity and location of the witness we met are in here.
Any key that opens that chest? There's got to be a little more here to find. Would there not be?
We need a key to open this door.
Oh, well, we can't seem to... We've used the key already, and we can't seem to use it again. Whoa, what's going on with my audio? It's freaking out. Okay. What is going on with the audio right now? I don't know if that's happening in the on recording too, but holy shit, that was weird. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we're heading to the countryside of Uxantis. So, this might be a lot bigger than I realized, and I'm hitting that 2-hour mark, so I might have to end here soon. Maybe I'll do 15 more minutes. I'm not really sure. We'll see. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of cutting out in this video because of all the problems I've had. So I have no problem continuing, I suppose, for a little bit. I do got food that's gonna be done here in about 30 minutes, though, so I can't go on too much longer. I wouldn't really say it's not gonna be exactly done. Well, it will be done in 30 minutes. I can just keep it on warm though until I'm ready to finish it up. But okay, so they're in this area somewhere. Hey, don't mind me, I'm gonna steal your stuff in your chest. Thanks, homie. Okay. Ooh, you think it would be over there, maybe? Alright, let's head down here first and see what we can see. Underbrush. Okay, so there's more area over here. New area peninsula. Ooh, there's a fire over there that we can get. I actually kind of want to do that. Let's go grab that real quick and we'll continue on with our mission over there. Set up camp. I think it would allow me to use the thing here. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily tell me where and how to use it. It's just in my inventory. It's just there. So, okay, let's keep going down this way unless they're over here. Oh, just one of you, and I don't want to fight you right now. Another one of you. Let's just go around you. Here they are.
We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here. Look out. Gods.
Oh shit. Hey, look at this. Awesome. Oh, you're looking that way. That's not good. Okay, you weren't supposed to turn. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, I can kind of just keep going along here and not being seen right now. The dog's going all the way up there. Oh, hold up. She's right there. I don't know if she'll see me, but I don't want to take any chances here. Okay. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Find out what the emissary is doing in Uxantis. This is the Bridge Alliance, so it must be here that I'm supposed to be at. Oh, awesome. Key needed. It's frustrating. We'll just knock you out. What if I go to the boat? Oh, I can fish. Well, look at this. Am I gonna catch anything? Who knows? Ah, survival test failed. Dang, that's unfortunate. Alright, so I can't go onto this boat.
We'll have to be careful.
Must be something
We're
back
not
here
supposed
then.
to be here.
knocked her out, so I don't gotta worry about her. I'm assuming I need that key. I wonder if it's not right here. Okay, get back. Okay. Look at all you guys just sitting out in the open. Thank God none of you get seen, because that would be horrendous. I love that these games do this. They're just like, yeah, they're sitting out in the open, but nobody's gonna see them. It's okay. Makes a lot of sense. Then again, you know how annoying that would be if they could see you? So, happy that's not the way it is. Compromising documents. Acknowledgement of sums paid signed by one Duarte and one Zahid. I, the undersigned Duarte, acknowledging having received the sum of 600 coins in exchange for this sum. When told to do so, I am to report to the guard to tell them of an attack I witnessed. The attack I report must have been conducted by Tirfredian savages against men of the Alliance. In the case that the men of the Alliance succumb to the attack, I undertake to testify against the savages at their trial in exchange for a further 500 coins. Duarte Zahid. Beginning of Zahid's report to the General, Sir. In order to erase the Knots' compassion for the savages, I've arranged for a small party of Tirfredians to be ambushed by a few men from my retinue on the island. I paid a man who was then to testify that my men were savagely attacked. I admit that I had hoped there would be killed, thereby wrapping up the case with this testimony, especially since I've spread as many rumors as possible about the deadliness of the savages. Alas, and no doubt, thanks to the help of a few people from the continent and their party, my men died. However, the man I paid has already undertaken to testify in this case. His testimony should settle the matter. I have no doubt that my indictment will touch the Knots enough to erase their fondness for the Tirfredians, and that they shall continue to transport them to Olima on the board their ships, or at least not revolt should we have to eliminate those who resist us on the island.
This is some sort of contract between the emissary and Duarte, the false witness. It's all very clear. She paid him to alert the head guard.
Can I go back this way? I can.
And to tell him he'd seen us attacking the others. There's even a bonus fee for going to Troy. There's also a note, undoubtedly for a future report. It explains the entire plan. I should read it in more detail. This could turn the tables at the Troy.
It could, which is why we're going to use it. But I already read it in more detail. I don't need to be told to read it in more detail when I've already done that. So thanks, I appreciate it, I guess. Alright, we are ready for the trial.
There you are. Any news? Preparations are underway on my side, but without your help, I'll have trouble defending you.
About the evidence and the testimony. Tell them about the two witnesses.
We found two witnesses who could vouch for us. The ink mistress, who heard the scene though she couldn't see it, and the carpenter who witnessed the whole thing. However, the carpenter warned us that his word would carry little weight.
What can the ink mistress report?
That she heard one of the men from the Bridge Alliance insult us before the attack.
So that contradicts the idea that this was an unwarranted attack. But it doesn't justify murder. And this carpenter...
He witnessed the whole thing and can confirm our innocence. But he told us that his testimony wouldn't help us.
I know who you're talking about, and he's not wrong. His past actions mean he's hardly credible. And his support for Alvida could easily be called into question. So if I were you, I'd think twice before putting him on the stand.
I shouldn't need to.
It would be better to find other evidence, or find the prosecution's infamous witness before going to trial.
Tell him about the false witness.
We've spoken to the prosecution's witness, who won't be testifying at the trial.
Excellent. I hope you didn't use any underhanded methods that could backfire.
I did threaten him,
this
but...
will give you a much better chance at clearing your names, as the emissary will have nothing to back up her accusations. The whole affair seems suspicious, but the witness's reversal makes me think there's more to it than that. Some dark plot whose inner workings we may never understand.
Tell him about the emissary's documents.
We discovered that the emissary has a hideout outside the city where she carried out business deals. She had documents there proving beyond doubt that she was behind the whole thing.
I suspected as much. But why would she do that?
So that the Knots would have no sympathy for my people. That they would think we are savages, and would have no second thoughts about participating in our destruction.
It's horrifying, and I'm furious at the idea that someone could have tried to manipulate our people in this way. This emissary won't get away with it. I promise.
Ask for more information about the trial. Ask how the trial will proceed.
I don't know anything about your justice system. What will happen during the trial?
Everything takes place in the Admiral's Council Chamber, which you've already visited. The prosecution, represented by the Alliance's emissary, will present their evidence and their witnesses. We'll be able to cross-examine them, of course, and I'll follow your instructions. Then we'll present our own evidence and witnesses, so all you have to do is tell me who to call and what to present. The witnesses and evidence will be cross-examined by the emissary, who will do everything in her power to find weaknesses in them. Finally, the Council will present its decision, which will hopefully be in our favor.
Alright, ask what the consequences of the trial will be.
What are the consequences if we lose?
As a rule, we don't sentence foreigners to death. It would be too risky, since we're too dependent on our wealthy clients. But since you're accused of murder, you could end up in jail for a long time, or banished from Uxantis for life if you're lucky. For Alvida, things are a little different. Although it's rare for a Naut to be sentenced to death for the murder of a foreigner. But if we lose, she'll lose everything. Her rank, her freedom. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Go back to the other topics. Okay, well, start the trial.
You think we're ready for the trial?
I think we have more than enough to clear you. Remember to give me all the documents I'll need to show, as well as the names of the witnesses, and we can go. Don't forget that during the trial, it will be up to you to tell me who to call and what to share.
So we're going to start with the most incriminating evidence, which is obviously her bribing the witness and her setting up the attack. Those are like the two most important things to share. We can bring in the Ink Mistress. We shouldn't need to bring in really any witnesses because we already have the evidence against her that she had wrote in her own handwriting about, we found in her areas. So
take your seats. The trial is about to begin. We are gathered here before Admirals Cabral and Barcelos. I shall be representing the inhabitants of this island. Our aim is to clarify the events that took place in front of the Ink Mistress's workshop, which led to the deaths of several of the Bridge Alliance emissaries' escorts. The emissary will represent the prosecution. Is the emissary here and ready to present her arguments?
I am. And I will prove, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that these savages murdered my escort and brought chaos to this island.
The defendants are Captain Alvida and the group of foreigners who are her guests. They are represented by the master of the shipyard.
We are also ready.
Very well. The prosecution has the floor.
Your honors, Nauts, I come here to seek justice for the lives of my men who were murdered on your streets. And I will prove to you that these savages are the killers.
Please explain how your men ended up in this part of town, when they were supposed to be part of your escort.
I'd given them the afternoon off, so I assume they were sightseeing. That's when they were attacked by these islanders and their companions.
Why would they do that?
Because they're savages. Ever since my people first set foot on Tir Fredi, we witnessed nothing but savagery. They constantly reject any form of progress. They kill people, massacre them if need be, and then pass themselves off as victims. They lure far more sophisticated people into their nets and make them pay for their crimes. Which explains why these eminent representatives of other peoples from the continent, as well as Captain Alvida, are here.
This whole speech sounds like an indictment, but you haven't provided any evidence.
This is true. Do you have any evidence or witnesses to call?
I do. I call Longshoreman Duarte to the stand.
Well, where is your witness, emissary?
I don't have the slightest idea.
You're wasting our time, emissary. Do you have any other witnesses?
I'll call the head guard.
The head guard didn't show up until after the fight.
Don't worry. We can cross-examine him if you wish.
Very well. Can you tell us what you witnessed that day?
We were on patrol in the neighborhood, and a longshoreman came to tell us that some savages had attacked a group of Alliance foreigners. We got there as quickly as we could, but by the time we arrived, the savages were putting away their weapons and the others were lying dead on the ground.
Is there any way they could have just been passing by and had drawn their weapons to assist my men?
No, they were covered in the men's blood, and we saw them finish off the last one as we approached. I'm sorry. I wish we'd gotten there sooner. We could have saved your men.
You did your duty. What could you have possibly done in the face of such savagery? What happened next?
We wanted to arrest them, but the master of the shipyard intervened and reminded us that we could only arrest the captain.
A law that's difficult to swallow when it's obvious that the ones it benefits are the true culprits, and the innocent must shoulder the burden of their crimes.
In the context of this court, you will abstain from criticizing our laws, emissary.
Of course. Forgive me. I have no further questions for this witness.
Does the defense wish to question the witness?
Yeah, of course.
Ask him if he can confirm who started the attack.
According to your own testimony, you did not witness the attack, yet you arrested the captain.
Well, those men have been killed, and it was obvious that the captain and her friends were responsible for their deaths.
Really? Would the scene you discovered have been different if these people were the victims of a vicious attack and were only defending themselves?
I suppose the scene would have been the same, yes. But the longshoreman?
Since the longshoreman isn't here, what he told you can't be trusted. What was the first thing the defendants said to you when you tried to arrest them?
They were only defending themselves.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Now that the prosecution has presented its evidence and witnesses, it's time for the defense to present its case.
It's our turn now. What would you like us to present first?
Well, present the evidence.
We shall now proceed to show our evidence.
We would now like to present some evidence that has come to light in the course of our investigation.
Evidence? Evidence of what?
Emissary, the defense has the floor. Please allow the master of the shipyard to present his case.
I have here a document signed by this very emissary, which mentions an agreement with a certain Duarte, who works as a longshoreman. The document states that this man is to alert the head guard that an attack is taking place against the Alliance's men. It also states that he will have to testify before this court and specifically identify the natives from Tir Fredi as being behind the attack. The reward for this service is a very substantial sum of money.
It must be a forgery. A forgery created by the defendants to escape a fair punishment.
As our master librarian is a handwriting specialist, I suggest that he examine this contract and give us his expert opinion on the matter.
I will look into this during the deliberations. Have you found any other evidence?
We would like to present this report, which was found in a hideout, where this very emissary was participating in suspicious activities.
How dare you? What kind of scandalous accusation is that?
Explain yourself, master of the shipyard. It is highly unusual to describe the person representing the prosecution in this manner.
How else can I describe the activities that required the emissary to travel to an obscure cabin in the inland territory? Not to mention the fact that this report describes these activities in great detail.
Lies! Lies and more lies! An outrageous forgery!
Let the defense continue.
The emissary and her men were obviously making deals with some of our more law-averse knots to smuggle contraband.
For shame. Master, I'm counting on you to give us these documents so that we can find the culprits.
Yes. We won't let a few bad apples spoil the guild's reputation.
And just how did you find this obviously forged report?
You may ask your questions when the defense has finished. Carry on, Master of the Shipyard.
In addition to the highly instructive explanations of their smuggling activities, these documents also include a very important element that is of interest in these proceedings. The attack is clearly planned out in detail. The head guard was to be alerted as soon as it took place. If the Alliance men were able to kill the natives, the captain and her companions, then the testimony of the longshoreman and the head guard was to have cleared them of any suspicion. If not, well, we've all seen how the rest of the plan was to play out.
Nonsense! This is unacceptable!
Why would the emissary have planned such a dire scheme that would surely put the lives of her men at risk?
The report is very clear on this point. The aim was to decidedly tarnish the natives' reputation in our eyes. Some are starting to raise their voices here against what's happening in Tier 4D, especially concerning the deportation of the natives. If we all thought the natives were savages and beasts, we'd have fewer scruples about dealing with them. Wouldn't we?
That's exactly what they are!
That's
Animals.
enough, ma'am! How dare you!
We will study this report carefully. And if it proves to be true, you'll be the one to answer for it.
Master, do you have any further evidence to submit?
No. We have nothing further to present to the court.
I think that's all we need, dude.
We have nothing more to add.
The defense has presented all of its evidence, and will now
I mean,
defer
it's
to the
clearly
council's
obvious,
judgment.
In that case, we will now take leave to deliberate.
Can't I plead my case?
If you were hoping to make a case for your ideas, you should know that's not how things work around here. The witnesses and the evidence are presented, and anyone can examine and refute them, but the final decision is the council's. We'll return once a unanimous decision has been made. The council has come to a decision, and I'll let Admiral Cabral announce the verdict.
Given the evidence that was presented, we have come to the conclusion that the defendants are innocent.
Let's go!
This is a travesty! Silence. We don't have enough evidence to prove your responsibility in this tragic affair. However, we shall keep a close eye on you from now on, so you'll have a Nort escort with you at all times. I advise you to finish your business here quickly and return to Tynea as soon as possible. And don't even think about troubling our exonerated guests again.
The council has ruled, and
Let's
the
go.
court is adjourned.
You're free, and may do as you please until you're ready to board your ship, Captain. Despite the trial, I've had the shipyard working on it, and it'll be ready to sail with the tide tomorrow.
Captain, I know what you think of me.
How did you
what
get here?
everyone thinks of me. But could I have a word with you?
I didn't call you in.
What is it?
I hear you're looking for your mother's logbook. I know where it is.
Is that so? How could you possibly know that?
I'll tell you when the time comes, but not here. Meet me at the tavern when you're done.
I don't trust you, Silvio, but I'll come. It would be wrong not to hear you out at least once.
I probably could have brought in the witnesses to at least gain a little more, gain a little bit more fucking reputation, but I think we're alright. The knots are still suspicious. I thought with all that I would have at least got to, like, the next level. Up focus for you. Continue to up perception for you. Up perception as well for you. Can put one into will. Okay, well. No, that's done with. We can leave.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting me out of there. I'm sorry that even here, you've once again been victim to the Alliance's evil schemes. But I'll get you home. I swore I would do it, and I shall. Tomorrow, we'll have a ship. And even if I can't take you to Tier 4D straight away, it's a first step.
Why do we not leave now? You say you want to take us home, but in the next breath, you tell us we have to wait.
Why are you guys so close to each other?
This kind of expedition is incredibly expensive. Sailing to Tier 4D takes months and costs a fortune. You're going to need a protector. A patron. But don't look at me. I don't have a coin to my name. My family does, though.
I know someone who wants to go home, too.
Not in the least. I'm very happy to be here with you. You're far less dangerous than my uncle.
We can choose our destination once we're aboard the ship. In the meantime, we can take a break at the tavern, or go for a walk. Anything you like. As long as there are no bars on the windows.
Yeah, I can tell you, I'm sick of prisons.
I'm sorry. I overheard your conversation. I'd like to accompany you. Even if I have to wait, I'd like to go to Tier 4D with you.
There are enough of your people on our island already.
And you can surely find another ship. The Alliance regularly funds crossings to Hikmet.
That's true. I could probably find backing for a map-making mission, but I'd have to make compromises I'm not willing to make with people I despise. Please, let me prove that not all of my people are manipulators and forces of destruction.
She did warn us and helped us with the framing, and having an ally in the Alliance could be useful.
The best I can do is to offer to let you come aboard my ship. Whether or not you can be a part of our group is a decision that's for the others to make.
Alright. Interesting. Why did you all run away from me? Why does that happen? Well, anyway, this is where we're going to leave this episode here. I got food in 5 minutes. We got put on trial for killing Alliance, and this episode felt like we didn't do much, but we did quite a decently bit. I mean, really all it was getting here and then helping out. We're exploring the area as well. Can't forget about that. I mean, I want to explore a little bit of these areas. We've gone for over 2 hours now, and I'm gonna call it quits right there. So, we freed our now captain in Ivaldi, I think, Ivalda, whatever the hell her name was. Our resident knot, I should say. And, yeah, we are ready to... What happened to... Oh, she's over there for some reason. She's just staring into the stones. But, we'll continue with that tomorrow. I'm probably not going to record another episode. It's now 7 p.m. And I kind of want to catch up on some other things, some wrestling and stuff that I haven't caught up on. But, I'm 2 episodes in, which is nice. 2 episodes ahead of where I need to be, so that's really nice, actually. I like being ahead of where I am. But now I got some kind of things to do. I might explore the area, see if there's any other side quests. I know there's a guy over here I can talk to that I haven't talked to yet. There's like a warehouse. Not a warehouse. There's that guy's mission I need to help out with. I'd like to do that all before leaving. So I'm going to go do that. And on the next episode, we head out on a ship and see where we go from there. That's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like. To be greatly appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe for more Greedfall 2, The Dying World, and other video game videos. After this, on the 19th, we got Crimson Desert. In April, on the 22nd, we got Tides of Tomorrow. On the 24th, Pragmata. On the 28th, Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred. In May, we got, on the 12th, we got Directive 8020. On the 26th, we got 007 First Light. And on the 29th, we got Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. Other than that, social media is down in the description below. Twitter and Instagram, you can go and follow all those. Leave a comment of what you thought of episode 4 of Greedfall, The Dying World, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.